Today, I'm going to take you through an entire day of my live day trading. I'm going to show you the indicators and the strategies that I use, as well as how I'm executing these trades in real time to be able to see the real profit and losses along the way and basically watch and learn from my trading. Today, I'm going to be risking $2,000 per trade. So if all goes to plan, I should be able to hit my daily goal of $10,000, but that's where I'm going to be aiming. It's about 9:15 right now. I'm getting set up for the session. So I'm going to show you how I get set up. I'm going to share resources with you so that you can follow along if you want. And then hopefully we're going to get into finding trade number one. Okay, so while I'm setting up for my trading session, I need three main things. First, I'm gonna have my trading view set up over here. Next, I'm gonna have my exchange pulled up here. This is where I'm actually executing my trades. I'm using Bybit or Blowfin. And then down here, I have my journal for me to be able to track the trading performance in the trades that I take along the day. Now, this is a Notion journal that I built. If you want access to this and any of the other indicators I'm about to go over, you can go in the description, or you can follow me on Instagram and DM me the word tools and I'll send that over to you. Okay, on my chart, I'm gonna be putting a few things. One is going to be called the IT Foundation indicator, which is in that tool suite. And when I toggle that on, that's going to show me where the New York Open is going to happen. And that's happening here in a few minutes. And then I'm toggling on something called the Lux Algo Fair Value Gap. And if you want to add this to your chart, you can click on this button right here on Trading View, and that's going to open up your indicators. And then you can just type in Lux Algo Fair Value Gap, click on it, add it to your chart, and it's going to open these gaps here on our chart. And what we're looking for today is a few things. And as I get into this, you'll start to see what I'm generally looking for. But all I'm generally looking to do is see where the market can sort of break its current trend. And then with certain conditions, move into these gaps, allowing me to play outside of them, be able to potentially make more money than what I'm risking. We're going to see how that's going to add up with our journal over the day. And if all goes to plan, by following my rules, I'll be able to make more money than I lose. And you'll see exactly how this works from a day trading perspective. Okay, but we have a few minutes until market opens. The next thing I'm doing is analyzing the pre-market information, and then we're going to wait for our first trade setup. All right, so I'm in on the first trade of the day, and really what I'm looking at is a few things. So what I always like to do is look at the higher time frame. I go to a 15-minute chart. Today I'm trading on Solana, so I'm just building a nice watch list out of all of the cryptos that I'm going to want to trade. We have a lot of momentum on Bitcoin. So what I noticed is that we are obviously following this upward trend, and we have a huge impulse where we just pulled back into a 15-minute fair value gap and then responded out of the open really, really well. So if we continue to get momentum out of the day, if I go down to my lower time frame, we got something called a change of character, where price swept underneath this low, and then you can see a candle moved up and closed past this low level and broke out of this previous liquidity inflection level. Okay, so now we're sitting right on top of this previous level that hadn't been broken before into our fair value gap and support along this level after a sweep out of the open with a higher time frame confluence. And you'll see I also have a buy signal on this indicator. Now, this is a proprietary indicator I share only with the private team. Okay, but this is what we're using here. By the way, guys, if you want to see our daily analysis for absolutely free, we do a public morning bias here in our Discord. You can get that in the tools in the description as well. But inside this daily analysis tab, we're going to be showing you what levels we're looking for the day and how I'm sort of setting up for the day each and every day. So make sure that you can join the Discord and follow along that way if you're interested. All right, we're starting to take a nice move up now. We responded really nicely off of this area. What I'm doing now is waiting for price to close up above this level here. If that happens, what I'm going to do is try to reduce risk to break even, so it'll become a risk-free trade, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. And it's funny because statistically, I lose the first trade on Wednesdays a lot. So I don't want to get too superstitious, but we'll see if we can break that curse today and actually get a nice move up. But we are getting a nice move up. We're up about 1,300 right now. There we go. Starting to get a nice push up here. We have a lot of macro momentum in the market, and I'm just trying to follow these higher time frame concepts to be able to allow the market to play and breathe and reduce risk systematically and follow good price action. So this should be able to allow me to reduce my risk down. We're getting a nice little blow off top move here. We're up a little over 3,000 here, and we're immediately rejecting down now. Okay, so we're out for break even. That's really annoying, especially if this is to respond off of that area and then come all the way back up now. But so this is where I would be logging and journaling my trades. So for example, if you wanted to use this trade journal in the tools, you can click on a new cell. You can input the date, you can put the day, you can put whatever strategy that you're trading in the pair. And then all you're going to be doing is checking off whether it's a win, a break even, or a loss. and then the profit amount that you wanted to risk per trade. And that's going to give you these averages over time. And what that's going to help you do is figure out whether or not you're actually profitable within your strategy or not. You can test out my strategies, your own strategies, whatever. I'm going to be tracking mine in TradeZella. So I'm going to input this trade information, and then I'm going to let the market shake out, and we will get into taking trade number 2. Okay, so after sort of missing this pull down, I'm in on trade number 2 here. What I'm looking at on a higher time frame is price could definitely want to pull into this higher time frame fair value gap here, but what I am seeing on a shorter term is also we're going to be drawn to this gap as well. And what I'm seeing is that as price is pulling down, we came down and responded off of this 1 minute area here. And on this current structure, price attempted to make a low here and then created a change of character level here. We're starting to see a green signal here printing on this order block 15-minute fair value gap. So we had a big rejection up midpoint of this fair value gap. We are rejecting off of it negatively right now. So if this comes down, I'm just going to take the loss on this trade and then wait for this area to hit before trying to take any more longs. But because of this candle close up above this level in this attempt at the low, I wanted to enter in on this position. I'm in a little bit lower than my average. So you can see I'm up already on my position, but all I want to do is see if we can get at least this gap to be hit into this bearish fair value gap. And that should be enough for me to be able to reduce risk on the trade. So I'm going a little bit more risk on, willing to take a risk factor here. And then, like I said, otherwise I'll wait for this level to be hit and wait for a positive response. Let's see if we can get a flip now. Starting to get a nice push out of the gap here, getting momentum. Like I said, price is going to be drawn to this area, so I'm waiting for that to hit now. Waiting to get full momentum here, but looking like it's about to take a pop, which is good. There we go. Nice push. All right, trimming some risk and bringing my stop loss underneath this low here. Damn. Market's selling off now. So that little pop that we got was almost really good, but price started moving down now. I actually really barely lost much on this trade, but now I'm going to be waiting for this level to be contacted. Okay, so between these two trades so far on the day, there've been two just sort of paper cut trades, but I'm down about 1,055 on these sessions so far. So I'm going to see if price wants to come a little bit lower. Obviously that's ideal, but here if we want to change character and break out of this, I'm going to be looking for entries probably somewhere around here to go long off of this area or this area. These are going to be all of my targets here for the session. So I'm just going to be basing these entries off of these zones, and we'll see if we can get trade number 3 to be a little bit better. But for now, I'm going to step away. I'm going to eat lunch for a bit, see if this move is going to create a setup for me. So I'm looking to enter here on ETH for trade number 3. Right now we're in the middle of this higher time frame fair value gap. We're starting to get a little bit of momentum here. Swept this low and now we're pushing higher. We left behind this gap here, which is at critical support. So I'm going to look to see if we can get in at this gap and be able to trade our way back up. All right, we're about to enter. Let's see if we get in. See if it's going to cook me. Come on now. Okay, we're in. All right, so starting to get some lift off here off of this response level. So we got the technical response. Now we just need to see if this is going to break highs for the day or try to take a run at this high put in right after New York open. So we need the market to sort of shift structure a little bit, see if we're going to get continued momentum. I'm going to step away and just get deep worked on and let this sort of run. Looks like we're going to get stopped out here. All right, so we took a full loss on this one. Looks like we're going to continue pulling down. So I'm going to go ahead and journal this one, and then we'll see if we can get another setup. This is the important part to understand about trading, is I'm not going to just sit here and show you guys me winning every single trade. A lot of people online are going to do that. I'm going to show you what trading really looks like. So maybe it's not going to be the most exciting, fun day every single time, but this is the realities of how we actually get to a point where we're consistent in our trading. So I was in a meeting earlier, so I didn't record this portion of getting into it, but you can see what I was targeting here is this lower sweep level in this fair value gap. Once I saw price sweep that and come back up, I got a little bit late of an entry here accidentally just off of order fills, but overall price is moving really, really nicely. What I wanted to do was look at our higher time frame and play into taking profit partially off of this position, considering we are in a bearish structure temporarily, while allowing myself to play into this overall upward move if we are to get momentum on the session. So I did take partials off here. I have 3,700 locked in, which actually brings us up about 400 on the day so far. So we're floating the rest of the position. We are at break even, or I'm going to set to break even now so that we can't lose any more on this. So if anything, this will put me flat on the day, even considering the losses that I took. So that's really what trading is all about. Once again, minimizing the downside and allowing the upside to run and not chasing after profit. So I'm going to let this float a bit. I have a call here to take. I'm going to go for a walk and take this call, let this trade run, and we're going to see what the result is at the end of this. So hopefully we're able to get a nice move up here to our full take profit, and that will bring us really close to our daily goal if it happens. Otherwise, we'll find another trade to take. We're moving now. All right, so we're still in this trade and price is starting to come down more back towards our entry. We're failing off of this same level over and over. So I'm going to go ahead and take this trade off the table right here at this level. About 3,700 we've already locked in, and then you can see we have about 1,700 on the table. I'm going to stop talking and take this off. All right, so we're all out for about $1,700 extra. That should put us up around $2,000 for the session so far, even after all the losses, which is good. I'm actually hopping into a meeting right now with some of the guys from WAP. So I'm just going to be watching the markets while we're in that call. I still got 1 or 2 trades in me. So it's either going to be a pretty much break even day, or we can have a nice trade and be able to hit our daily goal. I'm going to take 1 or 2 more and we'll see if we can get there while we're doing this video. All right, so I just ended my call. I'm getting into my next trade here on Solana. We started to break down here, and what I'm really looking at overall is this higher time frame area. We started to show weakness here, which is why I exited my long trade. And what I'm seeing here on a 15-minute time frame is this bearish fair value gap that we came right into and tested, which caused me to want to drop down to my lower time frame, which was here. Okay, change of character underneath this area, which is what I'm looking for. And then we have this gap here right at that intersection point. So once again, we got that purely technical response off of this area. Now I'm looking to see if we can break underneath this low level here and continue to trade lower for the session. So I'm just going to allow this to trail down, see if we can at least come back down to finally test this area, which will give us our around a 3.7 times what we're risking. And then if we can trade all the way back down and continue to trail this will be obviously a bigger trade. I'm going to finish logging my other trade, and then hopefully we're able to break underneath this low and get a nice move on trade number 4 for the day. Actually, trade number 5. All right, so we're starting to come back up to entry here. So what I'm going to do is just step away and allow this trade to sort of play out, and then we're going to check in to see how it goes. While the trade runs, I am going to eat a lovely dinner prepared by my lovely girlfriend. I'm watching the trade while I eat so I don't miss anything, because this is my ticket to my daily goal here if this works out. So right now, we're sitting at that area still. We can't seem to make a decision. Also, it's a bank holiday tomorrow, so the markets are pretty much dead. Asia session is not really kicking any volume into the market, so we're kind of just sitting there treading water. Clearly, this level is really important, so we keep responding off of here, but I'm looking for a big move. So I'm just going to let it happen. I'm going to let the market play out. If it's a loss, it's a loss. If the market wants to shake down, it's also good. Not every day is going to be a massive win. We're going to have losing days, really good days, so today is just sort of a whatever day. We'll see if we can pull it out strong at the end, but who knows. All right, so we're starting to get a little bit of a push down in our direction now. So we're finally failing off of this area. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to go for a walk now and just let this play out. I got to just be chill about it. Okay, so went for a nice little bike ride, but this trade basically just came up and ended up just getting some momentum and stopping us out. So it's all good. I'm going to journal this trade. We'll be down a little bit on the day. While I do some work here, I'll try to find another setup potentially. Otherwise, we'll have to see how we did for the day. All right, so I'm taking one more trade setup here for the day. I've just entered in here. Okay, and what I'm looking to see is if we can have a rejection off of this respected bearish fair value gap. Now, we do have kind of a bullish level here still if we want to get momentum throughout the day, but if not, if we want to break underneath this change of character, market could start to flip off of this area and just give me a quick push down. I don't need much of a push down. I just need a pullback down to retest the opposite side here that hasn't been tested before. So I'm looking to play down into this gap, see if we can get it roll off. We don't need that big of a pullback on the market. You can see I'm getting a really nice technical response here. So hopefully we can get this to pull down. There we go. Nice move now. There we go. Big push. Come on. We got to pull down now. Just want this gap tested. That's all I want. Just a nice draw down here, and that's all we need. That was an absolutely technical snipe. Now we just need the fundamentals to carry it, but that's a really, really good snipe so far. Boom. There we go. That's the move I wanted. Now we just got to follow through here. If we can invalidate this candle and basically close down through this, this is going to happen really, really quickly and retest this area. This is going to be that next level of support. Reducing my stop loss. There we go. Smash it. Smash it. Smash it. Smash it. Smash it. That's how we fucking do it. Can't help but be a little happy with that. Come on. Okay, so we did end up sweeping that level, getting the rejection, and then I was able to pick that perfect area, which is great. So if we look at our day view now, we actually ended up $4,700. So that's 2.5 risk factors, which is absolutely amazing. We were about to pack it in with almost -1 risk factor, so I'll take it. That's all she wrote. 10:30, I'll finish up some work. Sometimes it pays out in our favor. Okay, so you can see basically what I'm doing is just trying to keep my losses small. Okay, so I had a $2,500 loss here, paper cut with break even minus a little bit of a loss, a full loss, so 2 full losses, 2 full break evens, and then 2 decent trades that ran really, really nicely. Okay, so that's basically how my trading day goes. I ended the day up about $4,700, which is not bad. Could it have been better? Yes, of course, but I'll take it. Okay, if you're still here, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to know when I put new videos out. You can watch other live trade videos here. If you want to trade live with us and check out the private team and mentorship, I'll put it right here. But until next time, I will see you all in the next video.